watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? You know, last year, Demetrius Andrade, he was completely missing in action. We didn't know what was going to happen with his career. If he was going to become the next Mike McCallum, where he was going to just end up wasting all of his talent because he never got the opportunities to truly show how great he is. But all that has changed, and it looks like 2023 is definitely going to be Andrade's year to really shine, the way he's never really been able to do when he was with DAZN. Andrade is now fighting on PBC. Matter of fact, he's going to be fighting this weekend on Gervonta Tank Davis's undercard, and he's already made it very clear the only fights he wants is Jermall Charlo or the winner of David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. You know, ever since Demetrius Andrade talked about moving up to 168, you guys have always heard me say, if Andrade goes to 168, if he beats someone like David Benavidez or even Jermall Charlo, but mainly David Benavidez, he would be in a situation where Canelo Alvarez would almost need him more than he would need Canelo Alvarez. So yesterday, Andrade, he does his media workout and interviews, and a reporter, he says exactly just that to Andrade, word for word. He says to Andrade, how does it feel that if you get those fights like David Benavidez, Charlo, Caleb Plant, you won't even need Canelo Alvarez?
If you go through Charlo, Benavidez, and Plant, Canelo will need you. You don't have to go to him. How does that prospect make you feel about that gauntlet and then being almost potentially the A side against Canelo?
Canelo, can't showtime, Charlo, Plant, Benavidez, and everybody at 168 that's going to put on a great fight is on there before. And
you know, it's really good that Demetrius Andrade has found his own lane to where he no longer needs the Canelo Alvarez fight. Because there are other fighters that Canelo Alvarez has been avoiding for years that Andrade could fight now that he's fighting on PBC. So actually, it's not just Andrade that has found his own lane. David Benavidez has as well, and Jermall Charlo. I really like the fact that Demetrius Andrade, he's come to PBC and already made it very clear the fighters that he wants immediately after this fight this weekend. He said he wants a Jermall Charlo fight, and if he can't get the Jermall Charlo fight, he wants the winner of David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. The reason why Andrade is saying F Canelo is because he knows, just like the rest of the boxing world knows, regardless if they want to admit it or not, every day Canelo Alvarez is becoming more and more irrelevant. And the fact that Canelo is going to end up fighting against John Ryder in a fight that no one will really be paying attention to because he's supposed to be fighting against either Bivol in the rematch or one of his mandatories at 168. This is definitely the beginning of the end for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is like a plane flying in the air right now that just found out that the engine has completely went out. And all you can do is prepare for a crash landing. And that completely describes Canelo Alvarez's boxing career right now. He's just floating in the air right now, just waiting for the inevitable, just looking for somewhere to land. He knows there's going to be casualties, but he's trying to reduce the casualties. I can tell you guys right now, there's a very good chance by the year 2024, the roles will be completely reversed when it comes to Andrade and Canelo, just like the roles have been reversed when it comes to Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko. You guys remember, it wasn't that long ago that Devin Haney, he was constantly chasing Lomachenko the way Andrade was constantly chasing Canelo Alvarez. You fast forward to present day, Devin Haney is the real undisputed champion. Not a fake undisputed champion like they claimed fighters like Lomachenko and Tio and George were. Devin becomes the real undisputed champion with all 4 belts, while Lomachenko ends up losing a second time. And now Lomachenko, he needs Devin almost more than Devin needs him. Loma almost has no choice but to fight Devin Haney because Loma said that his main goal is to become champion again and to become a real undisputed champion. So you have to go through Devin Haney. I believe by the end of 2023, by the year 2024, Canelo Alvarez, he will be all the way at the bottom, and fighters like Andrade will be all the way at the top at 168. Canelo Alvarez has almost no chance against any of the top guys at 168. And we know he has no chance against Bivol in a rematch. Canelo loses to David Benavidez, David Morrell, Jermall Charlo, and Demetrius Andrade. The only real competitive fights we're going to get at 168 are when all the boogeymen are fighting against each other. Andrade versus Benavidez, Andrade versus Charlo, right? David Benavidez versus Morrell, David Benavidez versus Andrade. Those will be real fights right there. And we're definitely going to see one of those fights this year. I believe the winner of David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant is going to be fighting either Andrade or Charlo immediately after that fight. I also have a feeling, regardless if Andrade beats Caleb Plant or loses to him, I believe he's going to be exposed against Caleb Plant. I believe Caleb Plant, he has the perfect type of style to really expose a lot of David Benavidez's flaws. Now, David Benavidez is a really good fighter. He has a lot of power, he has a lot of size, he has a good jab, but I tell you guys all the time, defense is king. Defense is the most important attribute in the sport of boxing. It doesn't matter how much power you have, it doesn't matter how much speed you have. If you don't have a good defense to go with it, it's not going to get you that far once you step up in competition. With that being said, when it comes to Demetrius Andrade versus Jermall Charlo, I would also have to lean towards Andrade when it comes to that fight, because as good as Jermall Charlo is, he doesn't seem to do that well against southpaws. He definitely doesn't do as well as his brother Jermall does against southpaws. And Demetrius Andrade is the ultimate southpaw. He's tall and long. He can fight on the inside. He can fight on the outside. He's highly intelligent and extremely athletic. So with that all being said, it all starts for Demetrius Andrade this weekend. Once he gets past his opponent this weekend, I think you can expect to see Andrade in all big fights for the rest of the year, unless someone surprises us and starts to avoid him. I'm talking about other fighters outside of Canelo. Let's see how it plays out. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Diki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodiki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.